Welcome back, everyone, to Processing. Second episode. I'm Steven.
Max.
Jack.
Mallory.
So, the last time that we had a conversation amongst us, we were in Marfa, Texas, right?
Yes.
And after we left, Marfa, we drove to Joshua Tree.
Yes.
Which is the east part of California, on the east border, and we moved into our Airbnb. Why are you guys laughing?
They're trying to not say
Yes.
anything.
This is what I didn't want to happen.
Last podcast, Mallory and I just kind of fought for positioning.
Basically, I had a really big problem with. I'm just kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
just kidding.
God!
I'm just
Someone
kidding.
take her down.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, so we realized, which I'm sure anybody who watched or listened to the podcast did as well, that Max and Mallory tend to get excited, which is completely okay.
That's not even a subtweet. That's just like right at it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're talking about. They tend to get excited. Their voice elevates, and they interject and interrupt people sometimes.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's okay.
We learn from our mistakes. and
We're
we
here to
move
make
on.
it. We're here to make it better.
Perfect. Just kidding. I'm not. Sorry.
Getting better every time. That's what we're
Of
striving to do.
course.
All right. Anyway, like I was saying, we left Marfa. We drove to Joshua Tree,
Yes.
eastern part of California. We moved into our Airbnb.
Moved in.
We stayed the night there. And Max, what happened the first day we got there?
So, it was like 2 hours since we got
Yeah,
there.
we moved in and we were like just hanging out
Yeah.
for a little while. We were waiting to go watch the sunset. So
Yeah.
it was getting later in the afternoon and we were about to leave.
Right.
Or no. This was before we were about to leave. We were kind of just like looking around, and the door to our Airbnb was slightly cracked, but like it was one of those cracks where you couldn't even notice it was cracked unless you're really looking at it. And then the wind just blew the door open and we were like, that's weird. But then we realized it was cracked.
Yeah.
So then we shut the door. Probably maybe an hour goes by while we're waiting for the sunset. And Max and I and Jack are in the kitchen, and we're
Sorry, can I just interrupt really quickly?
It's interject, by the way.
Sorry, I was also in the kitchen.
oh,
So that's all.
Mallory was also in the kitchen, and
Thank you.
we were
I
about.
just I don't want to be left out of the story.
Okay, that's fine.
That's very fair.
We were all in the kitchen.
I also
We were
don't
all in
like
the
a no
kitchen
Jen.
Whipping that. Ooh.
We were all in the kitchen, and we were about to leave to go to the national park, and Max is walking towards our bedroom, which is past the front door, and he goes, "Thanks, Joshua. Just go ahead and open the door for us." The door slings open.
Yeah.
It was completely shut, like latched shut.
And when it happened, Steven literally
Ran to the corner.
jumped into a corner of the kitchen. He got so freaked out.
Max said it was something like out of The Conjuring, like what I looked like when I did that, which I don't doubt it.
It was really weird.
But I mean, we all agree it was very strange.
It didn't really freak me out that much.
It
if I'm
didn't
being
freak me out
honest.
either. I just thought it was really funny.
I did too.
I
y'all's
find things like that
reactions
hilarious.
Were funnier than the situation being spooky.
Dude, I was not liking that. For
Yeah.
the door to be completely shut, Max is just kidding, walking past the door going, "All right, Joshua, go ahead and open the door for us." It slung open.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I feel like I think that's less spooky and more sick. Like that was kind of sick that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, kind of, but I was
No,
scared.
don't listen to Steven.
It's
He
kinda
was
crazy.
like on the floor in tears.
Steven, which one is mine, by
Don't
the way?
exaggerate.
Yours is the first one.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was Joshua Tree. Then we left Joshua.
Wait, what'd you think of the park? Want
Crazy.
to talk about the park?
Crazy.
It
I've
was
never
really cool.
Yeah, I've never seen, like, we went to the hiking trail, the actual national park part of the hiking trail.
Yeah.
However you say it. That was very, very cool. We could climb like small boulders and stuff. And then when we left there, we went to
Wait, Mallory, what did you think about the park?
No, wait. Steven is completely still talking.
Well, he was about to move on to something else. I figured we should just keep it going.
Yeah,
on the same
when we
subject.
left the hiking trail, we went to the place to watch the sunset go.
Oh, I thought the park was beautiful. It's so sick that those trees are just there and that they're all in one rooting system. That's like
Yes.
the powerhouse.
That's crazy. That's what Max, your dad, told you
Yeah,
that.
so that would be straight from Jeremy London's mouth. We could definitely be wrong. We're just basing it off of his experience there. My father went there and climbed the big great burrito there a couple years ago. And he said that the trees are all in one rooting system. I'm not sure if that's true. No one get too mad, but that's pretty sick.
And I think they only exist right around and in that park.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right around the border of California and maybe into Arizona.
Maybe a little bit. I think we definitely saw some when we were coming close to the end of Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that place is really, really cool. It was cold. We were
Very
cold. Oh, yeah.
we were almost 5,000 feet in elevation.
Mallory was scared about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
it
ran to the car.
It felt like Antarctica there.
Uh,
But anything below 65 feels like Antarctica to me.
It was very windy the whole time we were there, though.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
big wind turbines. Steven and I, both of us. How was it? What did you say right there?
You can say both of us or neither of us have.
Okay, I'm going to go with part 2. Neither of us have seen the big wind turbines in person, so seeing those suckers are kind of crazy. They're
Yeah.
huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that those things like can store energy like that
Yeah.
or create energy like that.
Storable, reusable, renewable energy, recycle.
Definitely going green here.
Non-GMO.
So that was Joshua Tree. We left Joshua Tree, drove to Los Angeles,
Los
Yes.
Angeles.
and we are now in Los Angeles, California. We've formally and properly moved into our Airbnb for the 2 months that we'll be here.
Yes.
This is our living room.
Very good.
You're seeing the setup right
I
here.
do agree.
I will not. Those are all true statements. How about we both went like this at the same time?
This is a rocking chair.
All right, whatever.
All right, the peanut gallery.
Yeah, this is our living room. It's very nice.
We live here.
for 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be here. Making podcasts, making videos.
Max and I share a bedroom. Jack and Mallory share a bedroom.
And we all share a bathroom.
Yep,
we all
together at the
share
same
one
time.
bathroom and
One
our
big, happy
shower.
family.
I think the prisoners in prison get better shower.
Dude,
I don't know about that.
be nice.
I mean, our shower is very narrow.
And I love it.
Yeah, we have a shower.
The thing
at
is,
least.
great.
You have to be a surgeon on there. You turn the right thing all the way to the left. I still do this, Jack. I have to
why
get that
not?
gauge.
Why?
And then you have to just
I do that too.
very carefully move the cold to the left just slightly.
Yeah.
And you find that sweet spot and it goes
But here's the thing: the dials. There's two nozzles. There's a hot nozzle,
Not
a cold-
three.
Two nozzles: hot nozzle,
hot nozzle,
cold nozzle. You try and say it fast. It's
hot
hard.
nozzle, hot nozzle, hot nozzle.
But the nozzles, they turn forever. They're infinity nozzles.
I mean, dude, if you go 75% hot and then you just give like half a twist on the cold,
No.
it's good.
All right.
I do it every day.
Enough of our
I do
shower,
too.
dude. I'm
No,
sure that-
something that these brothers don't have to deal with is I haven't figured out how to shave my legs in there.
I told you
Neither
I'd
have
shave your
I.
legs.
There's not
I've shaved
enough
my legs
room.
4 times in there
There's
so far.
genuinely not
I
enough
have
room
Not shaved my legs.
to like bend down or to stretch out my legs like in a slightly adjacent manner. And so I just don't know what to do.
I told you I'd shave them today.
Steven says that,
That's
but
all
then
to say.
like
Mallory
probably
hasn't
not.
shaved her legs since she's gotten here.
Ew.
yeah, we've been here for 4.5 years. It's been crazy. Like it's been like 3 days.
So
Steven.
Max and I share a bedroom.
Yes.
And the first 5 minutes we didn't even carry our bags in. We just walked into the Airbnb. Max picked out our bedroom. He jumps on the bed and the entire underneath part of the frame snaps. The legs, there's two aluminum legs that are in the bottom of the frame. They both just went ding. And they're now like hanging on by the paper towels that I've wadded underneath there.
Right, but the first night that we slept there, so after it went ding, that night we realized that the slats were falling out, and it actually
Slat.
sounded like machine guns bursting.
Yeah, we slept on the bed after that first night, and there's like the metal
Wood.
boards,
The wood.
that like keep the mattress from sagging, and they were falling out, and it just would hit the wooden floor, and it was so loud.
Yeah.
And so Max gave up around 4 a.m. and came and slept on the couch right here.
Yeah.
And then he went from the bedroom to the bathroom, and then Max was leaving the bathroom, and at the same time, I was getting up from my bedroom to go to the bathroom, and I walk into, I guess I can't make the facial expression because this is audio,
Yeah.
but I
Watch the
open
video.
the door. I open the door, and Max is right at the front of my door, wide-eyed, just looking at me. It scared me so bad, and I like jumped back, and then I was walking to the bathroom, and he just looks at me and goes, "I broke the bed." I was like, okay, I had no idea what it meant, and then I just kept walking.
Here's something that neither Jack nor Max knows, but I was awake for that entire thing.
Nuh-uh.
Really?
Did you
Yes.
hear this going
Wait,
on?
how come you didn't
Yep.
tell us?
I mean, I have nothing to add to the story. I was just awake and witnessed it, half asleep.
What did you
She's-
think?
It
10
was
out of 10.
Hysterical.
But you didn't laugh.
I was asleep.
All right.
So we moved in, like I said, and the first day we were here, that was the first day we went to the Igor pop-up shop, right?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Tyler the Creator came out with his second studio album.
What?
Studio album.
Dude, I don't know. Is Wolf not a studio album?
I don't think so. He recorded all that stuff in his room.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
He did Cherry Bomb in his room kind of too.
Yeah. I think this is his second studio album after Flower Boy.
Dude, give me your phone.
I could be wrong,
Give me your phone.
Tyler.
I
I,
gotta-
know you're
I gotta
watching
look it
this,
up.
so don't hurt me.
I'm looking that up.
But anyway,
check.
Igor came out on Friday, this past Friday, and Tyler had a pop-up shop at the golf store on Fairfax. It's on Fairfax, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we went to that. Mallory, you got something?
It was cool.
Thank you, Mallory.
You got that's cool.
Mallory, go. You got.
Oh, like, did I get something?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like you got anything to say. I was like, I
You
can
got
whip
that
it up.
pink shirt.
I got a
Jack,
pink
your hand
Igor
is
shirt.
tickling
But like
my
one thing
legs.
I'm a little pissed about is
Stop.
I got the Igor shirt at the pop-up shop, and then the next day he released Igor shorts online, and they had not only the Igor logo, but they had like his character, the Igor face on them. And like I thought that was cooler than it just saying Igor, and I was like, why wouldn't that be at the pop-up shop?
Yeah,
Like,
but
that
you
feels
got-
more personable and exclusive. But
You got the shirt that
Whatever.
was first available at the pop-up shop. You're one of the handful of people that can say that.
I know, but I wish it had been the other way around.
Steven,
True.
is
he has
all.
5 studio albums.
No.
It's all right. Studio albums
From
5.
Wikipedia.
Oh. Well, Wikipedia is actually considered a credible source now.
Is it?
Yeah,
All right.
I think.
My teachers don't say that.
Me neither.
It's just
Anyways,
Mallory got the pink shirt to match her pink hair.
Mallory got her
Jack got a
hair
shirt
dyed
too.
pink.
yeah, I got a shirt. It's black, neon yellow, Igor writing on it.
I just like burped a little
pretty
bit in my
cool.
mouth, and I wonder if you can hear it on here.
You definitely can.
Hopefully not.
But it was like, but like less than that.
Mallory, tell us a little bit about your experience with my guy Daniel Moon. at
Your
hair.
guy, Daniel
Ooh.
Moon?
Wow.
Dang, how far back do you guys go?
Pretty far.
Ooh.
That's so sick, Steven. So I got my hair dyed pink. If you can't tell, I know it is very subtle, and if you are looking quick, you wouldn't notice. But it is dyed.
Audio. We have a video. We have a video podcast.
Yeah, but for people who are listening audio,
You could still see it through the audio podcast on Spotify.
you can see it.
Before I said anything about seeing it, I said I dyed my hair pink. What else should I do for the audio?
Shut
Flip.
down. Go ahead, Mallory. I like
what
what you
else
were
should
saying.
I do for the audio?
Nope.
Each separate, for those listening, each separate strand is dyed the exact same
I
color.
see one that's
We can
blonde.
go through and count how many strands there are if that's what you guys deem necessary.
Go, Mallory.
Anyways, so I got my hair dyed, and I don't know if you guys remember my super subtle flex from the last podcast, but this guy dyes Kanye's hair. His name's Daniel Moon. He's actually an incredible, amazing person. I didn't know what to expect from him. And right when we walked in, there's only one other person in there getting his hair done. His studio is his house, by the way. Or it's like he lives like in a loft in East LA?
East.
In East LA. And his studio is his living room. So that was pretty sick. But right when we walked in, there was only one other person in there getting their hair done. And I mean, like, it was silent. She was just on her phone, and him and his 2 other assistants were all working on her hair. So like it looked really intense, and like I couldn't get a vibe of him. I was like, is he just going to be like this like silent god where he's like, just sit down, like let me work? I was like, I don't know what this is going to be like. But like the second I sat down, like he cracked a smile, and like we were just rolling from there. It was really fun. He was just a really cool person. And we definitely got to know him really well because I was there for like 6 hours. Like literally 6 hours, but they all came with me, so that was really fun.
It was really fun.
We really got to know him and just talk to him about his art, his story, which I love doing that to new people. So I had fun, and now my hair is pink.
Daniel was awesome.
Yeah.
Do we all agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
very humble guy, but super, super positive in any idea that we came up with, especially like Mallory kind of talked shirts with him. He was like, I'm all in. And this is a quote from him. He said that we are surrounded by great people and we bring great energy.
I like
So
that.
shout out to Daniel Moon because he's the boy.
Another thing about his story that I think is really cool that I just want to share is he's like the end all be all of getting your hair colored. Like he's had so many features, and New York Times, Complex, like Vogue, everyone's done something on him. He's like the top guy for coloring. And you look at someone like that who's the best of the best, and you think like, dang, he's probably been doing that since he was like 15 or something, or like he knew he wanted to go into hair for a while, but he literally didn't know until he was a young adult. Like he never thought about hair ever, and he's like was across seas, like he was across seas as across seas, I can't say that, as a Marine. And his girlfriend back home, she was like working as a hairstylist, and he was just looking at her and being like, that looks way more fun than what I'm doing right now. And he came home and just started doing hair, and now he's the best of the best. So all that's to say, it's never too late to like start a passion or start an interest, because I think that's like a common thing. Like, oh, I'm 19 or I'm 25. Like, it's way too late for me to start doing something new. It never is. I thought that was cool.
It's never too late. You always got time. Plenty of
One
time.
thing that I thought that was really cool from being in there for so long, we don't really grow up in a place where a lot of people dye their hair crazy colors a lot. And so I was never, like, I'd never be the type of person that's like, I want to do my hair blue and orange and, like, a bunch of different crazy colors.
Yeah.
But just being in there for a full day and, like, seeing him work and seeing how passionate he was about it, like, it made me almost want to do it. Like, just let him go crazy on my hair, because you could tell for him, like, color was energy. And, like, that was, like, his power was behind, like, color and hair. And, like, I just had never seen that perspective in that before. And so watching him do that for so long was so cool, because I just never seen it like that before.
Definitely. The guy definitely has like God mode on when it comes to hair dye.
Yeah, and he's funny too. Like we were like making jokes with him the whole entire time, and like he was making jokes back to us.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah, like a very subtle funny. Like he would never bring that out unless you brought it out of him, which
Right.
is kind of a special thing to have, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, very soft spoken, but like the words that come out of his mouth are very meaningful.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of knowledge about creativity stuff. So I started my internship today. I pretty much started the internship process because at Wake Forest, in order to graduate as a business enterprise management major, you have to have an internship. It is a 3-credit class. At first, I thought I was going to be able to utilize Unframed in the businesses that I have from the past to alleviate that requirement. That did not work. So because of that, I applied to 111 internships. Till this day, I still get requests and things for interviews, even though I've still accepted one, just because only like 7 of them got back to me before I accepted one already, and then I just forgot about all the rest of them. But today was my first day. It's at Influence. Influence is going to be a website and an app for both influencers and brands. If you're an influencer, you come to the page, and it's kind of the intermediary between an influencer and a brand. So if you are a fitness influencer, you would come to the page, you would get a rate based off your engagements and followers, and then you would be linked with a brand in which you would make money from a campaign. If you are a brand, you would come there and then find other influencers to get your name out there. So, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Today was your first day.
First day.
And you kind of ruled the boardroom.
Not necessarily ruled it. I had a lot of say, and it was awesome because it's a very open environment and no ideas were shot down, and anything that came to mind, we kind of ran with it, and that was really, really cool. So I'm very excited to see where it goes because I think looking at it on paper, I've not tried the beta testing yet of it, so I don't want to speak too soon. But looking on paper and talking to the people that work there, I think it could be a great opportunity for our followers or any other people that like to create original content to actually make money from the stuff that they love to do. Or if you're a smaller brand and you don't know where to go for advertising and you still think you should do billboards and commercials and stuff like that, you should definitely look into influencers because they're underpriced right now. Shout out Gary Vee.
Wait, I have a question for you to answer.
Okay.
Is there a certain, do you need a certain number of followers, or does your brand need
It's a
certain
great question, Jack.
requirements?
Love that about you. The minimum to get started on influence is 1,000 followers. If you have 1,000 followers, you have to get manually approved by either Kirsten or maybe me. I don't know yet. If you have anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000, I think it will be approved by the AI. And you have 10,000 with good engagement, so you can't just fake the 10,000. It will actually look at your engagements and make sure that your followers are at least active to a certain percentage. You'll be automatically approved.
That's crazy that a business like that exists now.
I know, and I actually have some say in how it goes.
Yeah.
I came in right before they launched their website either this week or next week, and I have say in the marketing mix, which is kind of crazy.
So do they do any business right now?
Yeah.
Or?
So they have 7 clients, I think. Don't hurt me if I'm wrong. I think they have 7 clients right now, both influencer and brands combined, that they basically post on behalf of their own, of the company's content.
Okay.
But they also were utilizing their own page, but we started to clean that up a little bit. But they were basically getting on clients and doing all the social media work for them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So their business model they're going for really isn't in effect yet.
No, not at all.
Okay.
They are basically starting from scratch, starting this week and revamping the whole entire thing. So they're basically saying we're going a different direction and here's the real product.
Okay.
Because I think their true product hasn't even touched ground yet, and their true product is their website.
Gotcha.
And I think the actual platform, I was saying, the interface looks beautiful. It looks super easy to use and very straightforward. I just want to beta test it a ton so I can say more of my own opinion on it. But on paper and on first glance, it looks super serious. Very, very good. A lot of time has been put into it. And I hope that I'm allowed to be talking about it on the podcast. Because I don't know if I am, but whatever. I assume so if we're going to get influencers on it soon. But
yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully we can keep everyone in close grips with it as I kind of evolve it. And that would be kind of cool if we get to have Unframed stuff going on one side and then influence on the other. And you can see the hand in hand, and hopefully they'll collab soon down the road maybe.
that would be cool.
Yeah. So first day was successful.
Good. Mallory,
Yeah.
your internship, which you haven't gone to your first day yet, but do you want to talk about what it is? I don't even really know what it is. I forget because you guys were in the midst of applying to so many.
Give us a rundown.
I don't even really know what it is.
Shoot.
I don't know. I'm working for a stylist, but they're pretty much as laid back as it gets. Wish they would contact me a little bit.
So
They kind of
haven't-
won't.
They haven't reached out for you to go in yet at all?
Well, no, I talked to the girl on Sunday, and she was like, "This week is just kind of slow. We'll be in touch or whatever."
Well, what
But
were you-
I really want to go work. I'm wish that they would just let me come in, even if they're not doing anything.
what will you be doing when you do go in? Do you know yet?
Not really, but probably I think I'm gonna pick up a lot of clothes and drop off a lot of clothes. Pick them up from buyers or stores or something, and then drop them off with the clients, or drop them off at the studio and help style shoots that go with all the outfits that we style for our clients, and or just helping style the client themselves, or just running errands for Taylor. I don't really know.
So is it kind of like a personal stylist gig company kind of thing? Or am I just completely wrong?
No, she's a
Completely
celebrity
wrong.
stylist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So she does like big name people.
Yeah.
So
Is she under a company?
Yeah, she's under a management group.
Okay.
I mean, that'll be right up your alley.
I know. That's why I wish that they would text me.
But in the meantime,
Let's focus on me time.
Every beat is looking like a
Mallory's
snack.
gonna.
Mallory's gonna start a viral YouTube channel, and when I mean start, I mean continue.
Pretty much already have for more than a year now.
Mallory is extremely talented and has a great personality and is very, very stylistic.
Stylistic.
Yes.
She is that.
Yes. And she doesn't think that she's going to be viral, but I'm calling it now on the podcast. As I said last time about Gary V, we will meet him and Dini and Mimi, that Mallory will be the first one to blow up out of the Unframed area. She has a film crew.
Stop doing that to the mic.
It's
You're
my
gonna dig
microphone.
Your mic up. That's sweet that you say that. I guess
It's
we'll
accurate.
see. I don't think that there's a first or last. It's all a team, you know.
Very true.
You should go subscribe to
Yes.
Mallory's YouTube channel if you're
Yes.
listening.
Yeah, go subscribe. We'll put it in the description.
Yep.
You're going to make a video tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes.
Max, are you going to be here tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm actually
Max,
trying
do
to
you have-
figure it out
Do you have
because.
pink socks?
What'd you say?
Do you have pink socks?
I don't.
Honestly, before we film, we might have to go to Goodwill and see if I can get like something.
Ooh. Okay, so me and Steven,
I like don't have the stuff I need.
Steven and I?
honestly.
Steven and I want to do a video, or I guess it's all of us, but the
For me?
No, for the Unframed Jack Cook squad.
Okay.
What?
I'm not in the Jack Cook spot.
Guys,
I don't know. I'm scared.
Max
I
is
share a
just
room
now
with him. Can
pitching
I
this
be in the
idea to
squad?
Jack. So you're
Where-
seeing his pitch live.
Where me, Steven, and I get suits, like a
What?
coat and tie, and we follow around either Mallory or Jack, and we act like they're their bodyguards and see if we can get people to take pictures.
Max, we were actually talking
Oh,
about that
yeah.
today because we went on a walk today while you were at work.
Yeah.
Just us kids here at home. And
Dad's at work.
and we were like a block over from Rodeo, and the TMZ Star Bus drove
No.
by. And so we were like, we know that they come by right here. Like, we should just kind of camp out right here and see how many of those we can
Yeah.
fool.
That's so funny. We have to do that. I think like maybe you think Brian could film it? You think he's capable of like holding the camera?
I don't know. Bryant.
Sorry, Ryan.
Brian might have to be my better half in that bit.
Yeah.
Flip. You'd be
Brian
good too.
Could act like
Yeah.
he's famous.
Yeah, Brian's a good looking fella.
Yeah.
All right.
He could pull it off.
Cool.
We definitely
I
got-
want to film it. I'm gonna be laughing so hard
Max,
behind the camera
Dude,
the whole
that's so
time.
funny.
Max, you and I definitely have security
Maybe-
on lock.
Oh my god,
Wait,
you deploy us
maybe-
from the back of the car.
Hold on. Wait, let's take it to the next level. Maybe like we make a couple more friends here and then film it. That way we can like give them cameras to hold and be next to Jack.
Yes.
So it looks
Like
like,
the
kind of the
paparazzi?
paparazzis.
Yes.
Oh my
That'll
God.
really, and then Jack can
God.
just blend in filming it. Because
That's
if he's
fire.
just standing, if he's the only one there filming it, like,
Right.
fishy.
Right.
Right.
But if we had 5 or 6 people with cameras,
Even, like,
if they're
3.
fake, even if they're fake cameras,
I mean, we have like 3 cameras right here. They can
Those
just
are all
hold in
fake.
their hand.
Those are all
right,
fake.
that is true.
Yeah.
yeah, and then we just follow around Mallory and Brian, and then like that'd be funny.
That would be funny. All right, if you're in LA and you want to help us fake this, I don't
Not
know how
really
to say it.
fake, just like really catapult us into what
We
I
just
was
need
made
more
for.
hands on
Do you know
deck.
what I mean?
But yeah,
Right.
we just need more hands on the poop deck.
Yeah.
What is that? Like the poop deck? You think they actually pooped on the deck, like on the poop deck?
Well, no, they put the toilet seat down, then they sprayed the poopery on it.
God,
it was
dude,
good.
we got that. What is it called? Poo poo go? What
No
is it called?
poopery.
No,
no,
it's
no.
not.
It's called like
Poopery
No,
is an
that's
assortment of
the-
stuff.
no, it's
No.
called before you go.
Yes, it is.
I know, but that concept, that spray that you spray when you poop, is the overall thing is poopery.
Yes, but it's called before
the
you go.
specific one is before you
Whoa,
go.
whoa!
Sure.
We don't need to do any brand deals with them. We
So
have
basically, you spray the top of the water before you do the doozy, and then you just do the doozy, and then you flush it, and no one will know.
Like it
smells like lemon.
lemons.
Yeah.
But you spray
Lemon.
it in
What
the
a way to
water,
lemon.
and then
Steven's been spraying it on the freaking seat.
But like,
So
I
you-
haven't no, like he went to the
Don't
bath.
yell in
He
the
hasn't
mic.
opened it, but he just came out and he was like, "Don't go in there." And then we were like,
What
well,
a
did you
beast.
spray?
Don't expose me.
And he
Don't
was like,
go in there.
I was like, "Did did you spray the pooperine? He was like, what is that? Do you spray it on top of the toilet seat? I was like, huh?
That's why I'm getting stuck to the toilet seat.
I thought that's what you guys said it was for.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Makes sense. Like, anywhere.
God.
Thanks for exposing me on cam
Whatever.
and on the podcast. Sheesh.
We went to Whole Foods today and left in 10 seconds.
No.
The lines are so long.
I mean, we walked
Dang.
in.
So
Each
long.
line in there was back 3/4 into the aisle.
Yeah.
I was
So-
like, what's the system here?
Wait, when
What?
did you get food? I thought you got food for us.
Yeah,
We
we
went back
twice.
when we were on the phone, when you were leaving work.
Did you just say that?
No.
All right, I was freaking
Us
eck.
kids had a lot of time at home today.
All
while
right,
you
so
were
you
at
went
work.
twice.
Yeah, we went to the grocery store twice.
That's
but the
where
first
all
one we
my
just
money's
left.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who watch the video, this is the bat signal of drop shipping. Keep that in mind.
Should we explain drop shipping to them?
No.
Let me guess.
Dude, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, you could do that. A little business segment for the podcast.
Dude, should we throw in a little business segment?
All right. Well, I mean, while we're at it, I guess I haven't done this the past 2 podcasts. No, the last podcast we did. Our sponsor, our lifetime sponsor on the podcast.
Gang.
It coming from our friends over at Vintage Fraternity.
Yep.
Vintage Frat.
Yes.
Please go follow the Instagram page.
Sure.
I mean,
We hit 200K.
yeah.
The first one you said we're almost at 200K. We now are beyond that.
We've surpassed 200K
Yes.
on the Instagram page, but I mean, if you guys aren't following, you're missing out.
Right.
It is quality vintage content.
Yes.
There's a very, very good chance your mom and dad are on that page.
more your dad, but even more important than that, there is some really good clothing on there too.
Yes.
Handpicked by Steven and I.
Always great vintage quality.
Yes.
Great
Always and
vintage
only.
condition.
Sorry, condition.
There's never been one that isn't.
There's some. I've put one good one. The
Good?
viewers don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah,
Steven.
you got to explain the
Yeah, so-
business model a little bit.
That leads us into our topic of drop shipping.
Yes.
Um,
Should I break down drop shipping to the viewers?
yeah, you break it down.
All right. So
I'll tag
business
along.
segment with Max. Dun dun dun. All right.
Is that the final
That's
song,
that's
or
the
can
final
we go back
theme
to
song.
the drawing
No,
board on
there's-
that?
No, that one's
That's it. Can't
Yep.
change it.
that's the intro.
Set in
I got the
stone.
outro. So
Do it one more
basically,
time. Let me see if you remember it.
Business talks with Max with NPR News. Dun it down. Anyways, my Vintage Fraternity Instagram.
Hour.
My Vintage Fraternity
Hour.
Instagram. Steven does not own any of it. He is a happy head of sales and employee.
Not an employee.
Why does he say that?
He is an employee.
Staff member.
That's the same thing.
Sounds better.
Loose term.
Okay. Anyways, basically what I do is I do the content side with Steven. We come up with captions, put them up, good quality content. Then we have the store section of this, and this is where you guys, if you want to make some moolah on the side, you could start a drop shipping business. Basically, you do not have to own any inventory. You don't have to buy anything up front. What you do is you find good inventory around the interweb, if you guys use that. You can go on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, basically anywhere you would normally buy products.
AliExpress.
Sure. You find them and you've put them on your own made website. I would highly recommend Shopify. Upcharge it and then sell it to a niche market. So basically what Steve and I do, if you want to completely copy the Vintage Fraternity model, I highly recommend it. We make so many pennies. You basically go to eBay, find good vintage clothing, put it on the website, and upscale it, and then sell it to people.
We've got tens of dollars in our pockets from
Shout
doing
out to
this.
my boy Will Wesner,
Yeah.
our most loyal customer.
But that sounds very easy on paper. But the key to all of that is having an audience.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
It's
sort of the difficult part.
It's definitely not hard. It's the building the audience that takes time and money. If you have the audience, if you haven't, this is just two things. First, it pays to be creative. Shout out to my guy, Jack Hook. The second one is if you have an audience, you can make money. There's just no way around that, or if ands, buts about it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Business Talks with Max. This was NRP News.
A
John
very quick
Abound.
segue. Not even a breath in
That was the
between.
outro.
Hit the outro music one more
NRP.
time.
Ben frick.
No,
What is
I
it?
got it. Jenna Bow.
We need a little hi-hat or something.
All right, Business Talks with Max was a snooze.
What, bro?
Move on.
If you guys have any more questions about that, please feel free to DM at MVX London on Instagram or Vintage Fraternity on there and say
or
processing.
NPR News. They will also respond. about it.
NRP.
That's
I'm-
in MVX London. Turn
Yeah.
it down.
Thanks, guys.
We might not do business talks with Max anymore.
All right. Jack just dropped his video of the road trip.
Ooh, yeah, go check it out on
Have we
YouTube.
talked about the whole entire process of why we're going to be here on processing from one coast to the other and then processing all of the information here in LA?
That was a lot of processing.
Hold on, let
Can
me
you cut
process
that
that
out?
really quick.
Well, when I asked Max and Mallory about their internships, I was gonna say, I was gonna lead into Jack and I technically don't have an internship, but we are interning ourselves.
Per se.
We're freelancing
Yeah,
around Los Angeles.
we're unemployed,
Yeah.
but freelancing's a fancy term for it.
Right.
Jack, talk a little bit about that, please.
So, we don't have any connections out here. We don't
Yet.
know anybody. So while we are here, we are going to be trying to meet as many people as we can within the film industry and meeting different creative people. And Steven and I will try and network with them, maybe make some videos with them, for them, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Trying to do like some commercial work and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we're not doing that, I'm going to be making a daily vlog every other day. So I'm going to be filming an entire day and then taking the next day off to edit it and post it. And then the next day I'll film, next day edit and post. So I'm going to upload every other day on YouTube, just kind of a daily vlog documenting that whole process as sort of something to keep me busy and keep me going. But sort of in the back end, in the background, we're going to be trying to meet people and work with them.
Yeah. And so that's what the video is that came out today. It was the video of the road trip from Savannah, Georgia to Los Angeles, California. It's live
Live on YouTube.
on YouTube. Definitely go check that out. We'll put that in the description of this video as well.
And then the first actual vlog episode. Wow, that was a big yawn, Mallory. The first actual vlog episode will come out tomorrow.
Yes.
I think it's going to be really cool watching you guys network, though.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the last podcast of this because I know that we're all going to grind to the best of our abilities. And the fact that we're saying and admitting right now that we have no connections to see where you guys end up after all of this. Because after literally the second day and just connecting with Daniel Moon, and we basically just were super nice with him and just being really friendly and throwing out ideas and whatnot. He now follows Mallory Morris on Instagram.
Yeah, more than like actually trying to do like commercial work and business deals with people. I just want to meet people and
Yeah.
sort of be friendly with them
Right.
and like work with other creative people and just
Yeah.
do fun projects and things like that.
Yeah, I think the thing that we've known pretty obvious in our lives and definitely out here is just when you meet someone, you're just super positive and you bring a lot of good energy and you have an open mind. No matter who they are or what they do, like I'm not one to love coloring hair, but Daniel Moon brought a lot of good energy and it was really cool to see someone in the midst of their passion.
Yeah.
So I think bringing like a ton of positive energy to an environment that even though you might not love or it might not match up with your passion, and keeping a really open mind can be super crucial in the first impression process.
Right.
Super cool to see how that panned out.
Yes.
It always
We'll
pay.
see.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say we're going to see at the end of 2 months what happens. Should
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah,
I was just going to say it always pays to be kind,
true.
no matter the situation.
Say the quote, dude.
And the Travis Mills one.
Was it Travis Mills? Or I thought you said you had a quote that there's nothing negative about being positive.
Oh, that's a different one.
That one's fire.
There's
That one's good.
there's nothing negative about being positive, and there's nothing positive about being negative.
Very true. Is that original?
If it's been said before, I don't
Great.
remember
Oh my
where
God.
it came from. I think
Just a
it's original.
Steeler. Just a Steeler.
I
Plays for the
think-
Steelers.
I think I came up with it.
I don't know. Let's look it up. You keep
I mean,
going.
I definitely think that you have a great mind. You could have cultivated that, but I also do not think that you're the first person to say that. Probably.
I
Okay,
like the
probably true.
I like the one. It's the kindest person always wins the race. Your race may indeed be a little bit longer, but you always win the race.
I like that one too. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Keep that in mind. Kindness always triumphs. Max,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. If
I
anyone
mean,
said
no,
it.
go ahead. I was just gonna ask if you had any trivia for us.
Oh, I was literally just about to look that up. You guys keep going, and I'll smack you with something.
Does anyone else have any trivia?
I don't have any trivia off the top.
What's my middle name?
I know.
Carol.
Hmm.
Is it Carol?
Yes.
Wow, I sniped that.
You knew
Good,
it.
I'm impressed.
No, I didn't. That's your mom's name.
But you knew that.
Well, I knew it was your mom's first
No,
name.
but you knew it was my middle name.
Yeah.
In the back of your head, you knew. Or else you wouldn't have said that.
What's my middle name?
Do you know?
Jack, you can't answer.
Okay. In
Mm.
the meantime, that Travis Mills quote is, "Money doesn't make you rich; relationships make you rich."
True.
Let's go.
I liked that one. Sorry, I just remembered it and I needed to get it out.
It's okay. We can change the subject.
Yeah, Mallory doesn't know my middle name.
It's
Sorry.
McAllister.
Frick, I
I've
was gonna keep
never-
it
Here's the
Here's
private.
the thing. You've never. I know for a fact I would remember that. You've never told me that.
All right,
So
guys.
Do you
if
know
I was
Max's
supposed
middle
to
name?
whip it out of thin air, then
Think big red dogs.
what? Clifford?
Clifton.
Clifton.
All right,
like your-
guys.
like your uncle.
Where does the word Pez come from? You remember those little Pez suckers?
Yeah.
The
Where-
candy.
Sucker.
Yeah.
Pez
They
candy.
weren't suckers.
I know, but like.
He
They're
just
like
meant
little
the-
tablets.
But like they're suckers, you know.
He just meant like
That's
those.
so
Where
guys.
did they come
What
from?
they do to you.
Where did they come from? Ready,
Like the
Steven?
name or
Yes.
the candy?
The name.
Okay, but
Ooh, I definitely have
I need
heard
more
this trivia
context.
question
No.
before.
no.
you
Are
just
you
answer
asking
the
what
damn
country
question.
or what?
You're so bad at trivia, Steven.
Yeah, like
Jack,
you
where
were
did you-
just
where-
in a
to
little
run it.
club
Where do you think it came from, Jack?
Guatemala.
Okay. What's your name? Mallory?
Wait, the way I interpreted this question is like, where did the name Pez come from?
Correct.
Like, who came? Like, why is
Yes,
that
that
the
is where it
name?
is. But I like
so
how Jack just went.
Guatemala.
That's literally what
That's
I
just
was
the first
asking.
thing that came to my head, Mallory.
Right. Okay. I think that it came from. It was the creator's dog.
Okay. Steven, you didn't answer yet.
Albert
so-
Einstein.
What? It's Mallory is the only one in the spectrum of
You
it.
wouldn't. You asked
You-
such a
you-
vague.
you-
You asked the vaguest question.
I
You said,
understood the question.
Mallory got it
immediately,
on
just
the
first
dot.
off.
You're so smart.
What
the
did you
word
ask?
Pez
Jack is so facetious. Jack is facetious
Facetious?
towards me.
is so
always.
fecal.
Go.
The word Pez is the German word for peppermint.
What did
Mm.
you say?
I thought it was gonna be like named after the creator's dog or
Guatemala's
something.
pretty close.
Yeah, it's Guatemala just
How about
nicked it.
Albert Einstein?
Just nicked it. That's so gone.
Those
but
weren't even
Guatemala
good
nicked it.
guesses.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like,
No, that was actually pretty good.
Thank you.
okay, for those of you who are listening, that question is so vague. Back me up on this in the comments or something.
Also, feel free to
Yeah,
not
it's
back
like-
him up and completely deny
Jack,
what he's
do you
saying.
agree? And also, you get on my back for
I didn't really
for
care.
asking the question when
It's trivia.
when it's your turn. You ask the same kind of question.
No,
It's
I just said this
trivia
is how
on
I
our
interpreted
podcast.
this
Like-
question.
What do you
It's
think,
essentially
Jack?
the same thing
It's
I
not
did.
that big of a deal.
Sure.
I'm mad. I want to win
Guatemala,
trivia. It is a
Germany.
big deal to me.
I'll start Venmoing people $100 if they get it right.
Oh God.
Hot
Oh
shot
my
here.
God,
But
I'm
you have
actually about
10
to
seconds.
study all
Yeah.
night. I'm not kidding. Let's do
Frick.
5 in a row next podcast.
If you get them all right, I'll pay you $1,000.
Wait, can we do
Oh
one
my
more
God.
question? I want to win one.
And then
You
we can
just
get
said
and then we
straight
can
to
get
my
Audible
head.
to start sponsoring these.
All right, what's our Max? Give us our second trivia question because I want to get one right.
All right, this one is a freebie. So if you get it, I will not Venmo you 100. The next one, if you get 3 right in a row, I'll give you $100. If you get 5 right in a row, I'll give you 1,000.
Holy Jesus! Well, hey,
35 right, I'll Venmo you everything that I own.
just Venmo's his house. But Max, you have to. If it's vague, give context.
All right, tell me how vague this is. How fast can an emu run?
I don't know what an
In
emu
kilometers.
is.
An
In
emu?
kilometers?
No, it's a joke, dude.
Okay.
What's an
Lighten up
emu?
on your
What's an
podcast,
emu?
Hot Rod.
What's an emu?
An animal.
I know, but what? I know.
Do
but
you know
what
like an
kind?
ostrich, like the ostrich birds?
I do know the ostrich.
They're very
birds.
similar. Very similar. I'll pull up a picture as you guys guess.
Okay.
Steven, what is your guess?
Top speed 112 miles per hour.
Oh my God, I'm gonna leave. 112 miles an hour.
How fast can cheetahs run?
like
like
70?
60.
No, like 72.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was way higher than that. I retract my answer.
No, you can't. Jack, go ahead.
54 miles an
Mallory,
hour.
go.
Dun, ding, dun, 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 ding.
63.
31 is the answer.
What the heck?
I was
That
close.
So lame.
Wait, so I'm closest. So you Venmo me. No
No,
worries.
that
Jack,
one
stop.
Didn't even have money
Oh.
on it.
All right. Well, that just is a telltale sign I'm not built for trivia.
Not built for much.
112. My guy is kiting.
I don't think emus can fly, but if they run that fast,
I mean,
that's the definition of
dang.
takeoff.
I really thought cheetahs could get up to 100.
100.
Yeah.
What cheetahs are you looking at?
I don't know. I
Good
don't know.
Lord.
All right, skip all of it.
Frick.
Okay. For this week on Rest Time recommendations, Jack and I are gonna do another movie. The movie this time. The movie this time is Arrival.
Dun, dun, dun. Directed by Denny, right?
No.
Who?
Oh man, I forget his name. Hold on one second. I can pull it up though. I got it right here.
Well, the DP is Bradford Young, right?
Oh wait, yes, that's what I was thinking. The DP is Bradford Young, director of photography. For those of you who don't
Yeah.
know, the director of photography is Bradford Young, and it was directed by Denny
Denny Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Great movie.
Yes, very good. It's kind of in the.
I don't want to. We don't want to do any spoilers, right?
No.
Okay.
But it's kind of in the sci-fi realm.
Yeah,
For those of you, I'm just warning.
but it keeps it real
Yeah, very.
for being sci-fi,
Yes.
and it's all about language.
Mm-hmm. You definitely can pull ties to real world things. Like, it's definitely not a super realistic movie, at least for this time. But you definitely can pull things from the movie.
It's one of those that Denny is like trying to ask a question
Yeah.
where you can pull your own answer from
Right,
it, which
right.
is the best kind of movie.
Yeah. Stuff that, like, these are the types of movies that Jack and I like the most, when you can, after the movie's over, you sit in the car, or you sitting on the couch, wherever you watched your movie, and you just talk about it and try and formulate your own thoughts and, like, pull things out of it for hours.
And you just end up talking about all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Just because it brought all this out of you.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
really
it's
cool.
great.
And Bradford Young did a great job on that. Shot it very dark,
Yeah.
but it was really good. Oscar snub. He should have won. I think La La Land won.
Yeah. Don't
Stop.
Uh,
La La Land was a really beautiful story.
Well, we're talking about
won't sit here and
cinematography.
I don't care. I won't sit here and let you degrade it.
What?
I'm
No,
just
stand
saying,
strong.
should have won for cinematography.
That's fine, but don't bring down La La Land is all.
I'm just saying.
The best
Shane?
thing that a director
Shane?
and a DP, director of photography, can do when they're on a movie together is, when the audience watches, they pull every emotion out of you at some point during the entirety of the film.
Yeah.
And that movie definitely hits all.
Yeah, it does a great job.
Kind
Yeah.
of like Mean Girls.
Wow.
Yes, just like Mean Girls, Mallory.
All right.
I'm just kidding, everyone.
All right.
But yeah,
Mallory.
you should go check out Arrival if you haven't. Came out in 2016,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think.
Great movie
It's on Hulu.
about time and language.
Yeah. It's
Leaves
on.
you thinking.
Yeah. Definitely does that. It's on Hulu and Amazon Prime, anywhere you could get stream movies.
Steven looks like an evil scientist right now to me for some reason. Like I don't know.
I'm
Just
starting
something
to-
about that. You're hitting that wall, and I can smell it from a mile away.
Yeah, Mallory, go with your song.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm doing music this week, and I could recommend Igor, but everyone already knows about that.
True.
Every
Go
song
listen
on
to
there
it.
is pretty good. I could do like something from. I could just no.
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
recommend a song called Maybe She. It's by the artist Still Woozy off their latest EP. It's called EP. Sorry, their latest EP. It's called Lately. The genre is R&B and soul, but I don't really. It's a much more lighter vibe than I think that typical R&B and soul has. It's just very summery, very easygoing. It's just a fun song to listen to.
Have I listened to it?
I'm sure that I've played it in the car with you, but you were looking at your phone and
Oh,
you
Jack,
never notice when you're
no.
looking at your phone.
I don't think I've heard
Jack.
that song. Max, have you heard of that
No.
song? I think I don't think any of us have heard it.
Well,
besides
definitely.
Ryan.
I'll give it a listen to in the shower tonight.
Well, I'll have to check it out then.
Okay.
Max.
Yeah, I got 2 books this week. The first one is on the lighter side, mental side, emotional side, and it's called The Mastery of Love. It's very, 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 very good. Shout out to Arlen Moore
Wait.
for giving it to me.
Did you bring that with you?
I
I-
have it.
Steven has it.
Okay.
Highly
I'm-
recommend it.
I want to read it.
I'm kind of like at the beginning of reading it. I finished the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
I guess I'll read
You
that
just
next
cussed on
then.
the podcast?
Yeah, but it was a
Giving a
quote from the
frick.
title.
I'm just kidding. I said damn earlier too. Anyways, that book is very, very, very good. As I said before, it gives you a really, really simple perspective on how to love the world from a lot of different perspectives, opening your mind on loving everything. The second book is, unless Jack, go ahead.
Well, when you finish that book, you want to talk about what happened? Remember where we were?
Were we in Dorchester?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't finish it then.
Oh,
I was thick into it though.
okay.
Yeah. Well, to give you an idea of what the book did to me is I was kind of in the thick of it, and it had like 2 or 3 arguments that I really, really liked. And Jack, Steven, was Bryant there?
Mm-hmm.
We all, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
shout
was
out,
when we
shout out
shot
to
the-
Bryant, dude. The kid's a boy.
Go ahead.
We all had like a super, super in-depth discussion about kind of the world and systems and processes that are in place that you think are the status quo and no one questions it. But never assume that everything is right. Always question and always move forward, and don't listen to what anyone thinks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
kind of on that side. On more businessy sides, I am in the book. I will teach you how to be rich. It's very, very easy to follow, but it's very cool. So I can't say too much about it. This is because I'm still in the very beginning of it, but I like it a lot so far. So maybe next week or maybe the next podcast, I can give you a more in-depth summary. Or Steven, as you would like to say, what were you saying what that word was earlier?
Summation.
A summation.
You guys didn't believe it was an actual word.
I just think it sounds weird coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, it sounds like you just like added like a common
Yeah.
shun to the end of
Yeah, like
a word.
summary.
But you were right.
So
Stephen was
dumb.
absolutely right.
So-
Me and Max could not have been more wrong. It is a word, and I will confirm that.
Yep.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
confirming.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have, I think, for tonight. Max is very tired from his internship. Daddy
I'm
had a
actually pretty
long day
awake
work.
right now.
Thanks for
What
making
time
me
is
look
it?
stupid.
10:14. About to go CP.
Yeah.
Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Processing. We're trying to get the subs up. Like, subscribe to the videos.
Follow Unframed Studios.
Yeah, follow the Instagram account, Unframed Studios. We just put it together. Follow that and follow Unframed Clothing. Anything else, guys?
The way that you talk, my guy.
What?
Forwards, pause. Forwards, pause.
I'm trying to formulate what I want to say.
You just,
Just
you
go
just
check
run
us
it,
out
like-
on social media and have a good day.
Jack,
Night,
that was
night,
so
everyone.
good. God, I love you.
I speak for all of us when I say to every person who listened to the first one and anything that you said or reached out, we couldn't be more appreciative of that.
Yes.
It means the world plus more when someone says, I really enjoyed that entire thing. That was really awesome.
Very true.
That
And
means the world, so thank you.
just as important as saying how much you love it, also things that you dislike about it, please let us know if it's constructive, and we might be able to incorporate it. If it's just stupid, we probably won't listen to
Yeah,
it, though.
literally any thoughts.
Like
if you don't
anything
like my
Jack
pink
says,
hair,
probably
I
stupid.
literally do not care. But like, if you have a suggestion for the podcast, let us know.
Yes, we're very open-minded. All right, good night, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.